Welcome to episode 16 of Mods, Mohawks and Moshpits, a music podcast. I am joined with Big Balls Bollocks Bren.
How are we doing, mate? You all right? Episode 16. We are racking them up.
Yes, we are. I'm also joined by Ribbed Robbo.
How are we doing? Blue beans, black beans, orange beans, whatever you want to call me. I'm here.
Is here. So yeah, as I said to the guys, this episode's going to be a bit of a special one. Before we start into it, we just want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed and listened to our last episode, the wrestling music one. If you have not listened to it, it means you've not subscribed. So please subscribe to the channel and you get an extra free episode and a few more that are going to be coming up as well. So please listen, like, subscribe. So this one here, gentlemen, is, again, it's an argument I always have with my mate who, we all know him as Bum Cheek. And we were discussing, I was saying that with Gladiator. So I went around Europe, travelled around Europe to see the scenes where Gladiator was filmed. So I've been to like Malta, I went backpacked across Italy and saw Tuscany and did the works. I absolutely love Gladiator. Is my favourite film, apart from Lord of the Rings, but they're both the same kind of. But I said that like I wanted to, yeah, they're not the same.
Make your mind up.
And I was saying that the Gladiator film, the song "Now We Are Free" or Elysium or whatever, which one way you want to call it, was one of the greatest songs of all time. He started turning around and said, you know, you can't say that. There's so many good songs out there that are number one. I was like, well, how do you define the top song in the world that can touch a heart of everybody? So we went into this massive discussion about like, how do you define a song? Okay, so this episode we're going to do for the next 3 episodes. So this is the start of a journey that we're all going to go through to find out what defines a song, what is a song, how does a song touch us in the heart, and what do people think are the top songs. So we're going to start off with the world's voted top songs of all time. Okay.
Ooh,
and then the next episode, which is good, this is part 1, is going to be 3 parts. The second part is going to be us picking away at these songs, why people have picked them, and then we're going to discuss why we think these songs are, you know, why people love them. I mean, like, you know, you've got songs like Starman, David Bowie. Fucking what a fantastic song! But if you show that to 90% of the people I know, they would not like Starman. But why is Starman voted one of the top songs, which you'll find out? So we're going to go through a massive journey, and then part 3, we're going to come up with our top song and why we think it is, using the knowledge that we've learned from the last 2 episodes, and voila. Okay, so
Sounds good.
Let's hit it.
It is going to be an interesting journey. So we're going to do the same thing what Bren did, which Bren, me and Bren mentally think like the same. So we're going to do Rolling Stones top 50, and then because we fucking hate Rolling Stones, and we're going to go to Ranker. Now, the reason why I actually used Rolling Stones because Ranker is, again, it's people based, and they've got thousands of votes for these ones, and the Rolling Stone one, weirdly, might be right compared to Ranker this time. So this is going to be interesting for both of you. So we're going to do this. So the first episode, again, we're just going to find out what people think is the top songs. That's it.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then we're going to, in the next episode, discuss why. Number 50 from Rolling Stones. We'll start with Rolling Stone. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. The Tracks of My Tears. Number 50. It's not a bad shout, to be honest. For top 50, it's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
I'll try and go through
complaints.
these. I'll try and go through these as quickly as I can for the Rolling Stones. The Eagles, Hotel California, number 49.
Easy listening, awesome song.
I know you only just mentioned 2, but I'm going to quickly jump in. What does it mean though? If we're going to talk about the top songs,
this is what I mean. These are top.
This is a big one.
These are like, this is defining history. Songs that define history, define what a human is, define what we are, what we listen to, what we are. How does anybody say what the top song is, right?
Yeah, I can't. I know Hotel California. It's one of the most popular songs. It's of in the world. There's not many people that don't know that song. We'll say that.
No.
But I don't get what somebody would get from that song.
No, exactly.
I know-
Exactly. But no,
I know-
you're right. You're right.
I know we're all different. I know we all listen to music differently. We all take different things from different songs,
Yeah.
but I'm just a quick say. I just don't get what they would get from Hotel California.
I agree.
The thing is, right, and this is what I've had this discussion 100 times, so it's quite a big one.
It
Is
is.
if you're gonna put the top 100 songs as a race, we're a race. Human beings, we're a race, and give it to aliens. This is us.
Yes.
Listen to it. This is what we are. It's going to be there.
And this is what I said, and I said this is the Bill and Ted. I call it the Bill and Ted theory, where Bill and Ted played a song that was so good. There was a band that was so good. They aligned their planets and created alien communication and created peace.
Wild Stallions.
Yeah, the Wild Stallions, right? And I call it the Bill and Ted theory. So I've always said that the Bill and Ted theory, which I always call it that if there was that nobody's perfect, right? If something was perfect, my granddad always told me this, if something was perfect, we'll be fighting for it. The world will be at war to get this perfectness, you know? It's the same story in Dune, you know, they fight for spice because it's perfect, you know? So there's no perfect song out there because people will be fighting to hear it. Like it would be locked away like the Mona Lisa. It wouldn't be listened to. Do you know what I mean? It would be too perfect. So we'll find out what. Yeah, this
Keep going, baby.
It's deep.
Keep going.
It's deep. You can get like this gets deep. Quickly, Simon and Garfunkel, "Bridge Over Troubled Water." I agree with that one.
Classic song.
Yeah, it's a good song. Jimi Hendrix Experience, "All Along the Watchtower." Fucking great song.
Amazing song. Should be higher than that.
Yeah, 47. It's good. Rolling Stones did a good job. I'll be honest, they did. David Bowie, 46, "Heroes." Fucking good. It's good.
Awesome song.
Not a massive Bowie fan, but that's a great song.
Yeah. Elvis Presley, "Heartbreak Hotel," 45. Ray Charles, "Georgia on My Mind," 44. Good call.
Great song.
Yeah. Little Richard, "Tutti Frutti," number 44.
Nice.
Yeah. Rolling Stones did good. The Kinks, "Waterloo Sunset," 42. Fucking
Great song.
Yeah. They did good, honest. The Band, "The Wait." Never heard it.
No.
Never heard it. No. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, "Dancing in the Street."
Awesome song.
Yeah. Great song. Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what background you're from, awesome song.
Yeah. Fucking great song. Buddy Holly and the Crickets, "That'll Be the Day." So I mean, this is 39. And I mean, you're 39.
Hanging them out.
Yeah, 39. There's so many more songs in my head right now that are better. I know 40 songs that are not on this list that I think are better than all this, right? This is the weird. It's a weird concept. This is the Rolling Stones, "Give Me Shelter," 38. 37, massively never been on any of our music lists so far. Bob Marley, "No Woman, No Cry," 37.
Amazing song.
Should be right up there and top 37. 36, U2, "One."
Great song.
Yeah.
And they were good.
Yeah. 35. Good spot.
It made our definitive album. One did.
It did. It's a great song. The Doors, "Light My Fire," 35.
Yeah.
No, disagree here.
Yeah, it's getting strange. It gets strange now. When it gets to the 30s, it gets strange. Well, when we go past 30. The Righteous Brothers, "You've Lost That Loving Feeling," 34. You've lost
Classic.
that love. Brilliant. Ike and Tina Turner, "River Deep, Mountain High."
Oh,
song.
Nice.
Yeah. Now this is where it gets still good. I mean, I was really loving this list until it starts getting a bit shit. So the Rolling Stones, "Sympathy for the Devil," 32.
Great song. Should be higher.
Yeah, it should be. But should it? Because there's that many songs out of this.
No, you can't say this now. It's
it's
very, very
strange.
difficult.
See, I think this should be way higher because this is multinational. Led Zeppelin, 31. "Stairway to Heaven," 31.
I like it.
Should be higher. Should be higher. 30. Johnny Cash, "I Walk the Line."
Great song.
This is what I mean. This is like, fuck me.
Great song. Yeah.
29. The Beatles, "Help."
There's a lot better Beatles songs out there.
I tell you what, the Beatles are all over this. On every list that I've checked, the Beatles are everywhere. Number 28, the Beatles, "A Day in the Life." Number 27, Derek and the Dominoes, "Layla." Fucking classic. fucking
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
Classic. It's a classic. The bass line on that was just.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay, 26. Fucking, this is what I mean. How fucking good are these songs? The Beach Boys, God only knows what I'll be without you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
24, The Impressions, People Get Ready.
Okay.
No, should not be there. 23, The Beatles, In My Life.
Great song.
I've
Song.
never heard this, weirdly, and I don't know why. The Ronettes, Be My Baby. Oh, yes, I have. Be My
Of course you
Baby.
have.
It's Dirty Dancing. What am I on about?
Yeah.
Be My Baby.
I've
Dirty
heard this
Dancing.
song this week.
22, Dirty Dancing. The Ronettes, Be My Baby is. I still get goosebumps to it. I can.
Be
My little baby. Amazing song. And finally.
This is making me smile, this list. I don't know why.
Mate, it's amazing, isn't it? It was making me smile because I was like, these songs.
It's nostalgia, isn't it? It's just pure nostalgia, every song.
These songs, like Rolling Stone did good. I'm telling you, they did good. It's the first, and I'll never fucking say this. I'll hate to say it. Number 21 finally made a list. The boss himself, Born to Run.
A tune.
What a fucking banger.
Brucey made it.
Oh, it does. Number 20, The Beatles, Let It Be. That's it. Number 20, Let It Be. Think up the fucking songs. Elvis Presley, 19, Hound Dog.
He had to be there.
No.
No, he has to be there, mate.
That was a good song, and he should be there. He's definitely. Chuck Berry, Maybelline.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I like it.
I don't think 19 and 18 should be in the top 20. I don't understand
Chuck Berry was playing stuff way above his time. That's what you got to remember about Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry's still in fashion. Like
Chuck Berry were doing stuff that were blowing people away.
You listen to Chuck Berry right now, and he's still got a following, and it doesn't matter what age you are. People will find Chuck Berry, and it's the same with the Boss. He's playing music now, and people are still loving the Boss.
I think personally, there's two guitarists in the world, Chuck Berry and Mark Knopfler, you'll be hard pressed to find people that can play guitar the same as them two.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
They made their own styles.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more, but when you talk about Chuck Berry there, then I think about the way he plays guitar and the sound he generates from his guitar. If you put him and Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits, you'll be hard pressed to find people that can play guitar like them. I mean, I've said it before in a previous episode. You don't see Dire Straits cover bands.
No,
you just don't, because nobody can get that sound, and it's the same with Chuck Berry. And like you said, Robbo, he was before Jimi Hendrix, and he had his own individual sound as well. And he's up there. Chuck Berry is up there with one of the best guitarists of all time for me.
I say it because there's a band I listen to, Rob Flynn, Machine Head. He plays guitar in such a way that nobody can copy it.
Yeah.
He plays it. It's his own style. It can't be repeated. You've either got the same finger strength and the same speed, or you just can't do it. And that's these other people. They're exactly the same. That's what makes them so unique, so above the time, so great. Simple as that.
Well, it's the band, the Presidents of the United States. They created their own instruments. Did you know that? And no one can. Yeah, I think it was called.
They're tuned in their own ways. It
was called a bass. They created a bass. Yeah, and it is the way that. But yeah, that's another episode. Number 17. We've got a lot to get through. 17. Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze.
Tune.
17.
17. I do prefer it all along the Watchtower. My opinion, but yeah,
Purple Haze is
better.
Yeah, way better. The Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Great song.
Number 15, The Clash, London Calling. Straight up there.
Did you go and work for Rolling Stone for a week, Liam? Because this ain't Rolling Stone, mate.
Oh, mate, this list to me
guest spot, didn't he? He had a guest spot.
This is my list. So Bob Dylan, Blowing in the Wind, 14.
Great song.
Fucking
brilliant song.
Blinder. The
Dylan needs to be
Beatles.
there.
The Beatles again, number 13, Yesterday. fucking tune.
They're mopping up here, aren't the
Mate,
Beatles?
they fucking do. And they on every single list, the Beatles mop up. Sam Cooke, A Change Is Gonna Come. Never heard of it.
No.
No.
Great singer, fantastic vocalist,
Never
but
heard that song.
you can't think of that song now.
So, no, Rolling Stone think that's number 12, a song that I've never heard. So,
I bet if you turn it on, I bet if you play it, you'll know it.
You'll know it.
Be one of them, you gotta know this.
Yeah. The Who, My Generation, 11.
Tune.
Deserved to be, right, top 10, boys. This is, it already starts shit. Ray Charles, what I'd say. It should be.
Yeah.
You think top 10?
No, but I'm saying because
With every song in the world.
we're going back to that Rolling Stone thing again, aren't we?
Yeah.
The genres they won't even include in this. That's what you got to remember.
Number 9, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. These are the best songs
Song
ever
of-
written. Remember?
Song of a music genre. That's the one song you say grunge and you give them that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song created the grunge cult or whatever.
Did.
Started, yeah.
The video, mate, the janitor just with his mop.
Amazing. The Beatles, Hey Jude.
Ooh.
Fucking smashing it. Chuck Berry, Johnny B. Good.
Yeah, great track.
Tune.
Yeah, totally agree.
Another one. It did it in Back to the Future. It just changed.
Yeah, changed.
Said how
everything.
much it just changed everything.
Yeah, it did. It completely did. It changed the way people dressed, the way people, even the cars they drove. That song created all sorts of shit.
Remember, this sort of music wasn't allowed, and they had to do it in underground scenes.
You're right. Totally right. So, yeah, I agree. It's a great song. Number 6, The Beach Boys, Good Vibrations.
Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Pass.
You can't. Yeah, but you can't deny that. I bet if I played it to my kids, they'd know the song.
Yeah, and I bet you did like it as well. it's a thing. Everyone, but I bet you there's not one person in the world, even in the Muslim countries, that know that song.
Oh, 100%.
I bet you. Number 5. Here we go. Top 5. Aretha Franklin, Respect.
See what I said, but
It's not a top 5. It's not a top 5, but like, it's
voice of an era, mate.
Yeah, she was and talented. But is that song? So this is what we look at. Like, I've been looking at it, going, that song wasn't like the top song. Like, she was great at what she did, in what they've ever done. But does that song just because
Does
of
it
what
showcase how good she was?
Exactly,
vocally?
exactly. There's loads of things. I mean, like U2, One. I mean, One was a fucking fantastic song, but With or Without You is by far U2's best song.
Yeah,
and everyone in the world knows With or Without You. But we'll go into it. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? This number 4. It's weird, isn't it? The list gets fucking shit. But you're going to agree with these, maybe or maybe not. So number 3, best song in the world ever. John Lennon, Imagine.
Yeah, it's iconic. Is it top 3? I don't know.
I don't think it's iconic.
I think it is. If you, it's like you go from post Beatles. You've probably got Muller Kintyre was probably Paul McCartney's biggest song outside the Beatles. Imagine is John Lennon's biggest song outside the Beatles. It's iconic because obviously he got shot not long after that was released.
But does that make it the best song in the world?
Is it more to do with the fact this is how he wanted the world to be and how he imagined it?
Maybe, but it's like, but you just mentioned Respect by Aretha Franklin, and I'm thinking, how the hell is Respect by Aretha Franklin a better song than Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel?
I agree.
Do you understand what I mean?
This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to understand, and this is what I think everybody will try and understand. If you try to explain to someone what is the best song in the world, how do we define that? How? I mean, Smells Like Teen Spirit, like Robbo said, it was the start of a generation of a whole new music genre, grunge. And that deserves it. And the song was fucking brilliant. It started. I get that, But John Lennon Imagine didn't. Just help me out because I don't know the history of John Lennon or Imagine. To me, John Lennon Imagine was just a song that's what John Lennon wanted. He didn't stop. He starved himself and played the song because he wanted to stop the war in Vietnam. And I get it, but he didn't. He didn't do shit. He just got shot. So like what?
Oh, but it's still getting talked about now. I mean, when was that song released?
1971.
50 years.
Well, to be fair,
help me out, please, because I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to understand.
I think, right. I will probably so if that song was released in 71, John Lennon got shot in 1980. I believe either 79 or 1980, and you can imagine in New York, there's actually a place in there where they've got the Imagine on the floor. It's where Beatles fans go, John Lennon fans go. When they go to New York, they go to that place. It's iconic because whoever's made it iconic. It's only if you listen to that song or if you buy the song or whatever, or if John Lennon got shot. He was adored by millions of people, and they probably clung on to that Imagine song, which has made it iconic. And the lyrics are good.
Okay.
There's good lyrics in there. But it's like, again, going back to Aretha Franklin, RESPECT, find out what it means to me. But then them lyrics compared to the lyrics in Imagine, there's no fucking contest, is there?
No, I agree.
So
it's
this is opinion again, isn't it? It's probably 12 people sat in a boardroom. They've been going, hey, this is the 100, 200 songs, sort them out.
Yeah.
But it comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah.
People's personal taste in the day. That's why rankers probably going to be completely different.
Well, this is where we're
completely different.
This is where we're going to go, isn't it? So you'll probably find that Whitney Houston's fucking "I Will Always Love You" will be number 3, and
you'll be surprised. It's number 2, Rolling Stones. I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Second best song in the world.
No,
it's Nana. And I actually believe that Imagine should be higher than that. Because Imagine, it was emotional. It hit a lot of people. I mean, I don't sit there and go, I can't get no satisfaction. Like, what? Number 2. Number fucking 2.
Sympathy for the Devil should be number 2.
Yeah.
If you talk about even other Rolling Stones songs, should be
the Rolling Stones should be up there. They should be in this top 5 or top 10, but not with these songs. I mean, Sympathy for the Devil to me was their best song.
To do a top 100, you should take the definitive song of one artist. Shouldn't be banging loads by one in.
Well, we're going to come up with a top 100. That's my plan, and we're going to define the top songs, and then we're going to see what our opinion is, and then see how different it is. Do you know what I mean? Because after this list, I'm not going to do the 3rd episode for the top 100 for a while until this is at our heads. And then we're going to do a top 100, and I'm going to put it into shot with you, and we're going to just do it off the bat. Number 1, Rolling Stones. Ready? Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, great song.
Great song, but is it the world's?
It's not the best song in the world, is it?
If you was going to go to an alien and go, here, mate, like a Rolling Stone.
Like Roll Stones, these people.
It's a great song, don't get me wrong, and deserves to be in the top 5. I agree, but is it?
Yeah, but like you said there, we're gonna have to go.
It's stressing. See, Brent, you're rubbing your head. That's exactly what I was doing, and I was just like,
I just think that you listen to it in top 100. You've just had probably 10, 15 Beatles songs. You don't need that many.
They're all iconic.
4 or 5 Bob Dylan songs. You don't need that many.
No.
You're just wasting spaces of world-class artists.
Yeah.
Just who should be there, who are not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I disagree with that a little bit.
And what you got to remember as well is you've put no real to do with your hip hop. There's nothing there to say it were part of a massive generation. There's no really there apart from London Calling to show this punk generation. There's nothing there of my generation of music to do with the rock and metal side. No. I mean, there's massive bands that have not even hit the 100.
But I mean, people like Korn. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of Korn, but they fucking did a lot.
They've still got a massive following.
Yeah, and they've done a lot. And I mean like shit. They fucking raised an entire generation of metalheads.
And I tell you one. I don't listen to them, and they do a massive festival every year, and people don't understand why. And you'll know who these are. Liam. I don't think you will, Bren. Insane Clown Posse. They've got something amazing going on. I don't understand what it is, these juggalos and juggalettes.
No, I don't.
But every year, something like 50,000 people just go to one place.
There's 120,000 last year.
That's
120,000.
what I mean.
And
I think you're both missing
and bigger and bigger, and it will. The Juggalos and Juggalettes is it's a Southern Texas thing. It's hip hop clown. It's clown hip hop. That's what the music genre is. Clown fucking.
I don't understand it, but if you're going to do a 100, the people like these need mentioning because they've changed the world.
Yeah.
No.
In some way, they do, mate. They do.
No.
See, and this
saying no, but have you ever heard of them?
No, but because you're both missing out on what.
See, this is the argument. This is what I wanted to show you. It's a good argument.
What I think they're getting, they're not. I know what you're saying. I know about influential bands. Metallica, massively influential in your.
Not even there. Bet they didn't even get in top 100.
Sex Pistols are massive influencers in
top 100.
They didn't even make the top 250.
Oasis for me are massive in my era. But I think this is when you talk about the best song in the world, and this is why I disagree with half of what Liam just told us. But when you look at the 13 Beatles songs or whatever, the 5 Rollers, it's the lyrics, mate. You got to take something from the lyrics.
Yeah.
And if you go and listen to Bob Dylan's, it might not be the best song you've ever heard, but if you listen to that like a Rolling Stone, the lyrics, they resonate with people.
I
do you know
agree.
What I mean?
They're right, like a Rolling Stone does.
Yeah,
I'm not debating that, but I just think too many places are getting took up by the same artist when you only need to put one in to show what they're about and what they do.
Yeah, but that's what Liam said. If we're going to, further a couple of months down the line, if we're going to generate our top 100 list, then Liam can say, right, you can, like Brent, I want 30 songs off you, 30 songs off what, you can only pick one song from a band. So you can't have 6 Oasis songs in there or whatever.
Oh, it should be.
I think if you look at this 5 yesterday is in there, I want to hold your hand. You got to think about the lyrics within them songs. I think that's why
But you can say that, right? You can say
I'll ask you now, right? I'm going to give you Sex Pistols, I'll give you Oasis. You have to pick one song with one lyrics to put in this list. Which song do you pick each to bang in the list?
Bodies.
Slide Away. Well,
this is definitively of a top whatever we're doing.
Yeah, but I know full well I could. There's at least 5 Oasis songs that mean something to me for all different reasons that I would put in that list. But what you're saying is you can't. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be the blah, blah, blah. But I can guarantee you, if Liam opened up Ranker now and said, right, what's the top 100 Britpop songs? Fucking 20 Oasis songs will be in there.
Well, let's have a look.
You're just going for one. It's just one genre you're going for. That's the difference.
Yeah. So the thing is, like you're saying as well, it's about the lyrics. Now, imagine, right? Again, don't get me wrong to any John Lennon fan or anything, but I think he's talking a load of fucking shit. Like, I think. Imagine is a load of fucking nonsense. I'm a McCartney fan. I am not a John Lennon fan. John Lennon was a wife beater. I don't like the man. I don't like what his lyrics was talking about. He's sitting there saying, "Oh, imagine all the people holding hands." No, the world won't work, mate. It doesn't work like that. You know, in a song. I want to. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a fucking brilliant song. It was, and I understand. But to me, it's just. And it's what you're saying, Brent. It's the lyrics that get to you. It's the lyrics that touch you. Like Bodies for me, about a woman, about an abortion, and like calling her an animal. She's not an animal. She's a human being. She's, and to me that touches me more in the heart than it would. Let's all hold hands and skip down the fucking streets, and we're all going to be all right. It's
like Robbo saying there, right? And it's one of their most. And I love the song, so don't 1 minute I'm slagging it off because it's on a few of my playlists. Enter Sandman. Lyrics are shit.
Well, I won't choose that.
But what I'm saying is that is Metallica's most popular song. Brilliant song. It probably is. Sam. Come on, let's be honest.
No.
But I'm just trying to get a point across. The lyrics are fucking wank. they don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing to anyone. Do you know what I mean?
But I'm not chucking them in there.
But what I'm saying
I haven't made the statement that Metallica.
But what I'm saying is, if you listen to the lyrics in Bob Dylan's "Like a Rolling Stone," them lyrics
everybody's
mean a lot to
playing.
people.
Yeah, but everyone's playing the heartstrings card in it. Not all songs about the heartstrings.
No one smells like Teen Spirit's not pulling on any heartstrings.
And there was some good
Well,
lyrics.
the reason that's there, and I'm telling you, it's not about the lyrics. This is what I'm saying. It's about that song's there because it started something big, a movement, a change. It was this garage music. It were a rebellion. Sex Pistols, massive rebellion against the man.
Yeah.
Oasis.
I could sit here and say, definitely maybe. So you look at the lyrics in Live Forever, Slide Away.
Great songs.
Some
Great
might
lyrics.
say, fucking fantastic lyrics. You go to their, they go to their later stuff, like maybe some of the songs on the lyrics are shit. Noel lost his way in this song because he was on drugs. Do you know what I mean? I think when you're talking
if you
about
were going to play the heartstrings, right, song, I'm going to use Linkin Park as a perfect example here. You go One More Light as their heartstring song. It was the song he released just before he died, but that ain't the greatest song they did. They did songs like Numb, In the End, Paper Cut. Some of them lyrics meant fuck all, but if you get deep down into the lyrics, they did. You could hear how much he was hurting and the reason he ended up taking his own life. It wasn't apparent until after it happened. That's the difference.
I think Liam's got to move on to the ranker list because.
This is what it's about, though, isn't it?
This is the point of this discussion. It's not fair. It's no one's digging at anybody. I mean, I could tell you now. I think I know is the best Oasis song I've ever heard, and the lyrics mean something to me, and they fucking hit. I mean, Post Malone has just released a song called Morning, and that song has hit me.
I love that song.
It's amazing, and it's hit me in every single heartstring. But I don't. But my missus don't like it, and my mum doesn't like it, and there's a lot of people that don't like it. But how do we define this perfect song? I mean, I could tell you now, all my mates think, I think I know. They either never listen to it or they don't like it. However, to me, that's their best Oasis song. The Beatles. I mean, Hey Jude's my favourite, Beatles song. But I imagine, it's John Lennon. It's not really the same. But I don't see how you can get. This is why I want to get the point across. Is I don't see how we can get a list. How anybody in the world can come up with this list.
Very tough.
How can you come up with this list? And this is what I think is going to open up all of us, is if we figure out why. Or can we figure out why?
I mean, I suppose I'm contradicting myself a little bit, but I'm getting from...
You haven't, Bren. You're speaking your mind and you're doing a really good job of it, mate. So just tell us...
What I'm getting from that Rolling Stone list is, I mean... I say I'm contradicting myself because RESPECT, Find Out What It Means to Me, is number 5.
It shouldn't be.
It's shit. But like Bob Dylan's, like a Rolling Stone, I can understand. I can understand why it's number 1.
No way it's there, but
and I think
missing so much out because you're using too much on other people. That's it.
Yeah,
I think Ranker might open up.
Well, let's see. And this is why I decided to do both. This is why I decided to do both. So we're going to do top 100 in Ranker because it's a strange list and it's going to change. So number 100, Baby I Need Your Lovin', the Four Tops. Top 100?
Yeah.
Paperback Writer, the Beatles, 99.
Higher.
Okay. Nowhere Man, the Beatles.
I like that song.
Yeah.
But that's me.
97, When the Levy Breaks, sorry, Led Zeppelin.
Not heard it.
Yeah, it's not bad. 96, Sloop John B, the Beach Boys. Smokey Robinson.
Notes wowing me yet.
No. I'm going to try and go through this as quick as I can. Tears of a Clown, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
Great song.
94, Love Me Tender, Elvis Presley. 94. So I'm going to skip a few out just because we need to get down to the list. Cream, White Room.
Tune.
It deserves to be there.
Forgot all about people like Cream.
Yeah, fucking great song. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, the Beatles. 90, number 90. Starman, David Bowie, 88.
Awesome song. We said that in the last list. But
yeah.
Carry on.
Run Around Sue, Dion.
Great. Good song.
Fucking brilliant song. And deserves to be in the top 100. Straight up.
Yeah.
Surfing in the USA, the Beach Boys.
Shit. Iconic, but shit.
So this is like,
Iconic for whatever reason.
yeah, and this is what I mean. This list, right? And you're going to compare it to Rolling Stone, and it's going to make you completely think who and why, what defines a song, right?
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I can fucking guarantee it, because I'll be arguing with myself in the head.
Yeah.
You watch.
Oh, mate, I've done it for nights. I've done it for nights in a row. It's
Yeah.
fucked me up over. Trust me. Ode to Joy, Ludwig van Beethoven. Ode to Joy is a fucking masterpiece. And that song, if you've never listened to Beethoven, and a lot of people on this podcast or listen to it will never have listened to it. But if you're going to listen to Beethoven, you listen to Ode to Joy. Fucking that hits in ways. If you just keep listening to it, it fucking, oh my god, it's mesmerizing, and it should.
I mean, I'm gonna jump in. It's not going to be in the top 100, but do you know the piano songs out of the This Is England series? Fantastic.
Ludovico, his name is.
That's it.
It's
fantastic.
Yeah, I saw him in Italy play, and one of the greatest. I cried my fucking eyes out. One of the greatest. Yeah, Ludovico should be in here, and that song of This Is England. I think it's called In the City. I'm not sure
Fantastic,
what it's called.
yeah.
It's a great song. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. 83, The Trogs, Wild Thing. Wild Thing. That's a good song. That's a good song.
That was iconic for the Greasers, wasn't it? For the bikers.
Yeah, and it was big. It's a big, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And The Animals, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. Number 81, The Four Tops, I'll Be There. Light My Fire, The Doors, number 80.
Yeah, the Doors have got better songs. I know that's their most popular song, but I think the Doors have got a lot better songs than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
True fans would say that, but people that just know them of one or two songs, that's what they choose, won't it?
Yeah. And this is a good one. I think should be higher. La Bamba, Richie Valens. It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's in my head now. It's in my head.
Yeah, it created a generation of. It created that barrier between Mexico and USA. Is an iconic song, but to just show that that there was that fight. There's like the hate was still kind of hate each other, but it is that balance. Mexican guy. It's a great story as well. Died on the plane with Buddy Holly. I love Richie Valens. Fucking a great song. Simon and Garfunkel. Simon and Garfunkel, The Boxer.
Yeah, good song. Yeah,
fucking great song. So this is what I mean. It's a better than the Rolling Stones, but it does go a bit fucked. 77, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Sweet Home Alabama.
Tune.
Yeah,
good
like song. It's good. Yeah. Is it the top 100 songs of the world though? It's a good song.
You choose that.
Freebird. I think Freebird's better.
Yeah.
Good call.
I don't know.
Good call.
Steppenwolf, Born to Be Wild. Yeah. Good. That should be in the top.
Yeah, your big bike out.
Yeah, that's a wicked. Frank Lyman and the Teenagers. Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
I like that song. I do like that song.
It's good.
Yeah.
This should be higher. Baba O'Reilly, The Who. 74. So you're talking now, like, this is what the people have said. That was for 5,028 votes, and we're only on 74. Yeah, that's how many votes this fucker got. This one should be this to me should be a top 10 song. David Bowie, Queen, Under Pressure.
Two of the biggest British acts of all time made a song, yeah. It's up there.
It was iconic.
Should be way higher.
And it's still iconic, and it is still out there, and it is something that I could still listen to. It's fucking stressful, Brad, so go.
That's got even though you probably would think it, I think that song's got meaningful lyrics.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic song. I've had so many good times to that, and do you know what? If I'm out in the street and I just hear it on the radio or something, it just reminds me of all these good times that I've ever had when the songs came on. It's a song that you remember. It's a song that you always hear, and this is one of the songs that I wanted to put in and put out there and say, this is how to me can define a song, because it creates memories. But we'll go into it. Brian R. Gill, The Gollywogs.
Brown Eyed Girl. Well, I thought that was Van Morrison.
The Brown Eyed Girl.
He covered it, Van Morrison.
Yeah.
That was their cover.
Ooh,
right, okay.
Brown Eyed Girl. Rock the Casbah, The Clash, 71.
The Clash have got better songs, but yeah.
Yeah, of course they have. Definitely. James Brown, I Feel Good.
And
we're only at 70, boys. Only at 70. Paul and Linda McCartney, Live and Let Die.
Tune.
Fucking banger. Piece
Give
of
or
My
take.
Heart, Janis Joplin. Another piece
That's
of
a good
my
song.
heart. Yeah, yeah.
That's a good song. Yeah.
What she said? I asked last time because I didn't know who she was, but yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Heroes, David Bowie, 67.
Should be higher.
Yeah.
Way
But like I
higher.
said, I'm not a massive Bowie fan, but that is a great song.
But when you start getting into these songs, you're gonna think, shit, should it be higher? Right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Should it? Jefferson Airplane, Somebody to Love.
good song.
Do you think? Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind it. So I don't think it's like you said. If is it better than Heroes? Not a chance.
No.
But yeah,
Zombie, the Cranberries, 65.
Should
fucking
be way higher.
song.
Yeah, should be
Way
done.
higher.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I'm fucking buzzing. That's in top 100 actually.
Yeah, it's nice. This is what
And
I mean. This is good. It's good.
She was a woman that stuck up for what she believed in. That's why it's there.
Yeah.
You know, by her lyrics that she believed.
Yeah.
What she believed, and she fought to the end for what she believed in. So,
amazing. Twist and Shout, the Beatles, 64.
believe that one.
Now, Bren, you're like this. 63. Aretha Franklin, Respect, 63 compared to Rolling Stones number 4.
Well, I don't know what planet Rolling Stone are on sometimes. I mean, that top 25 list wasn't that bad. We didn't disagree with a lot on
the
that.
last 5 songs were shit. Well, they weren't shit, but they just weren't those songs that I would think would be the top 10. But let's see what these songs say. That got 5,710 votes. It just got a down vote from me.
I think with that song though, we'd have had with a respect for the black movement, so that's why it's probably as popular as it is. They've all gone, yeah, that's the song.
And if that's the case, then I apologise, because if that's the case, if that was at the same time, then I understand that was a movement, the same as the Sex Pistols bringing us out of the the whole monarchy and shit. 62, Folsom Prison Blues, Johnny Cash. 62.
Brilliant song.
Yeah.
Awesome song.
Yeah, fucking great song. I Saw Her Standing There, the Beatles. The Beatles dominate, by the way, just so you know. They're fucking everywhere. And the Beach Boys. Stop
the Beach Boys.
Stop in the Name of Love, the Supremes.
Great song.
Great song. Who'll Stop the Rain, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Great song.
Great song. Yeah, should be up there. 58, California Girls, the Beach Boys. 57.
I wish we all could be California girls.
We all know.
You've just gone so far down in my estimation.
We all
You've
know
just gone...
a Beatles song. We all know it. Ticket to Ride, the Beatles. You
Great song.
Ticket to Ride. Please, Mr. Postman, the Marvelettes.
Give or take that one.
Yeah. This is weird. Bobby Darin, Beyond the Sea.
Somewhere beyond the sea. Yeah. It's...
Really?
Bren's in it now. He's loving
55? I heard it through the grapevine. Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Tune. Absolute tune.
54. Again, the Beatles. 53, Hard Day's Night. 52, the Beatles, Penny Lane. 52, Penny Lane.
That's my favorite song by Beatles.
Paperback Writers. Paperback Writers better than Penny Lane.
It's interesting, isn't it? Blackbird, the Beatles, 51. So 53, 52, 51 of the Beatles. The Temptations, My Girl. We're in the top 50 now, top 50. So I am going to read all of them out, because you need to hear these songs. I know it's going to be... Yeah, so...
I'll do it.
So
everybody listening, Liam, will want to know as well, because this episode is probably this 3-parter will be the best we'll ever do, I think.
Maybe.
I'm saying that now.
I think so, because it's fucking so interesting how we all people can define it. So let's keep going. The Clash, Should I Stay or Should I Go? 49. I don't think it should be there.
There's better Clash songs.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
There's better songs out there though as well. I mean, they're good.
I love it.
It's amazing. It's a good song. Let's see how we get on.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter. 47, the Beach Boys, Wouldn't It Be Nice?
If they're fucked off, yes, you're right.
Here's another interesting one. Chuck Berry, Johnny Be Good, 46.
June.
46. The Beatles, Help, 45. Proud Mary, Creedence Clearwater Revival, 44. I didn't realise they were that big. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know about them until a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
But then you realise you know the songs.
I'm the same, yeah. I'm exactly the same. The Beatles, A Day in a Life, 43. Beatles, everywhere. Queen, We Will Rock You. Queen. Yeah.
I get that one, though, because they tried involving the crowd as the instrument. That was the idea of it, so I get that.
Yeah, I get that. Blowing in the Wind, Bob Dylan.
What number?
We're on 40 now. This is 40. The Beach Boys, God Only Knows.
Blowing in the Wind, Bob Dylan, 41.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's upsetting.
That's a top. Well, like Robbo said the other week, you could make a load of top tens, but yeah, all right. Go on.
It gets worse. It gets worse. Something by the Beatles, 39. Can't Help Falling in Love, Elvis Presley, 38. Wasn't even mentioned. Was it even mentioned in the Rolling Stone? Wasn't even mentioned. Again, I'm a big Beethoven fan. Beethoven Symphony Number 5, 37, and Beethoven should be up there with 11,770 votes.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah, Beethoven Symphony Number 5 is brilliant. Number 7's great. I think it's minor A, E minor, one of them. Bad Moon Rising, Creedence Clearwater Revival, 36. The Beatles, In My Life.
I like that song.
Okay, we're going to go straight to 30. I'm not going to do the numbers. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding. Suspicious Minds, Elvis Presley. Fortunate Son, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Good Vibrations, The Beach Boys. And number 30, Riders on the Storm, The Doors.
Cracking song.
It's interesting, isn't it?
How
it's completely different to the Rolling Stone.
Yeah. But
still no Bob Marley.
I know, but I wasn't fussed about your top 25 Rolling Stone list until there was some stupid fucking songs in the top 5. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know you get it. The Beatles, again, I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Iconic band, aren't they?
They are, and these songs are top songs. 28, Jolene, Dolly Parton.
Yeah, it's the first kind of country song that's been mentioned, Liam. I think. Yeah, isn't it? So yeah, it's probably one of the biggest.
She deserves to be there. Yeah. She does deserve to be there.
I agree. She totally does. Yeah. She totally does. Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower, 27. 26, The Reaper, Blue Oyster Cult.
I'm not a massive fan of that song.
What?
No.
I'm not a massive fan of that song. I'm really not.
It gets fucking weird. This gets really weird, and I was
song that.
I didn't like it either. No, that's
I think
what
it's a good song.
I didn't like it, but Brent doesn't. But Robbo does. So it's interesting, isn't it? That one got 21,092 votes.
93 when I get on to
Paint It Black, The Rolling Stones. 25. Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin. 23, Space Oddity, David Bowie.
No.
There's better by him. There's way better.
How is that a better song than Heroes? Fucking nowhere near.
It gets worse. Bohemian Rhapsody, 22.
No, that should be higher.
That's fucking low, isn't it? That is really low.
This is going to be controversial. This is going to get some serious shit. Bohemian Rhapsody is an iconic Queen song. Yeah, 100% get it. Lyrics mean fuck all to no one.
So,
would you say it was the most out there thing he ever did? And I would say it was.
At the time, that's what I said. It's Queen's most iconic song, and it is. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm not saying it's a bad song at all. But what number is it? In 23.
22.
I mean, and I said it. I've said it 3 times. I'm not a massive Bowie fan, but Heroes is a better song than Bohemian Rhapsody.
I don't know about that. I think it's a better song than the last David Bowie song, but carry on.
Let's go. 21, Strawberry Fields, The Beatles. Number 20, Eleanor Rigby, The Beatles.
Go on, John Lennon.
So here we go. Top 20. We're at the top 20. So Pretty Woman, Roy Orbison.
Yeah.
Awesome song.
Yeah, that's quite,
Yeah.
it should be up there. Everyone knows the song. Sympathy for the Devil, the Rolling Stones, number 18. Definitely. I Walk the Line, Johnny Cash, number 17.
Great
So
song.
these are
Great song.
like, to me, so far it's going well now. The Beatles, Come Together, 16.
Go on, John Lennon.
Who?
Over the Rainbow, Judy Garland, 15.
You can see why.
Awesome song.
I can see why.
I see why, mate. Yeah,
would be
yeah.
there. I can see that. Number 14, Like a Rolling Stone, Bob Dylan. Number
Good song.
14.
So it's dropped quite a lot.
I think 14 is a good
It's still
spot
there,
for it. I think it's a good
but it's
spot
still
for
there.
it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good spot for it.
Yeah.
I think this next song is in a good spot. It's 13, Imagine, John Lennon. 13.
Yep.
I think so. Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash, 12.
Most
Not
iconic
my
song
favourite.
by him by far.
It's iconic, but it's not one of my favourite Johnny Cash songs. But
I like Hurt, but
Yeah,
that's me.
I agree. And Johnny Cash has got loads better songs than Ring of Fire. I mean, A Boy Named Sue to me is better. So it's a controversial thing. Bridge Over Troubled Water, Simon and Garfunkel, which Bren said should be up there. And I agree, Bren. So we're in the top 10. What do you guys think so far?
there's a couple of weird ones in there. There's a couple of artists that haven't even been mentioned in any list yet that
That's annoying
surprises me. I could tell by straight away that Prince not being mentioned is pissing Robbo off, and maybe the fact that he's not had one metal band in there yet.
Nope.
Oh, but it's a niche market. This is why I came on, and one of the reasons I wanted to join it, because obviously later on, I'm gonna show you how talented some of these bands are without making your ears bleed,
I mean,
and that's what I want to do.
to be fair, would you? If we, I know I keep going on about lyrics don't mean anything, and them songs shouldn't be there because the lyrics. Eminem has probably got some of the best lyrics.
But if you look at this, it's
Let's
all
be honest. His music's not his lyrics are amazing.
As crazy as these lists are, you could genre them as one big genre of just light rock,
I know,
and that's what it is.
Yeah.
The odd exception that's managed to just bang the way in there.
There's a hell of a lot of 70s music in there, Sam, is what you're saying. A hell of a lot of 70s.
And what you got to remember, in another 20, 30 years' time, this list will be completely different again.
Right, yeah.
So we're going to go for the next one. So top 10. Okay, you ready for this? I hate this now, by the way. I fucking hate this. Number 10, I can't get no satisfaction in Rolling Stones. No. Definitely.
No, I don't get it.
No, it gets worse. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, the Beatles.
It's so boring.
That beats Imagine. Yeah. Really? Do you think? Does that beat Imagine? Does that beat Penny Lane? Does it beat... Oh, fuck
I'm assuming it's because it's probably written by George Harrison. It's probably it is widely renowned as being George Harrison's best ever song that he wrote. To be fair, and like you said, Liam, no, it's not. Not in our opinion. Is it better than Paperback Writer, Get Back, stuff like that? No. But has he been given that because there's shit, like you said earlier, there's shitloads of Beatles songs everywhere? And I don't know, mate. I'm with Sam. It's not one of my favourite Beatles songs. It is a bit boring. Is it number 9? No.
It gets worse.
That's close.
This I agree with this song being in this spot. The Side of Silence, Simon and Garfunkel. I think
awesome.
I think
the version's better. That's me.
I think this is one of the greatest songs ever written, and this is one of my examples that I will say is one of the greatest songs ever written. Okay, What a Wonderful World, Louis Armstrong. Now that is a fucking song that I would send to an alien.
Yeah, just all of us agree from different backgrounds, so that just tells you something there, doesn't it?
Everybody loves that song. It's a fucking iconic song, and it's beautiful. There's nothing.
He sings it so well.
He's got one of the greatest voices. It's so different. It's just perfect. That's
and
a top.
This is where we're going back when lyrics mean something.
Yeah,
them lyrics. All three of us agreed, and all three of us know that them lyrics are fucking top class in that song.
Louis Armstrong's one of them people you could front him for most bands because he's just got such an iconic voice.
Yeah.
Worked in so many levels on so many bands.
Mm-hmm. So let's all get aboard the Beatles train. Hey Jude, number 6. Here Comes the Sun, number 5. Yesterday, number 4. Let It Be, number 3.
There's not much effort being put into this top 10, is there?
Doesn't feel like it, does it?
I'm a massive Beatles.
It's getting boring now.
I'm a massive Beatles fan, but come on, where's the variation, man?
So 1 and 2.
saying.
So we've got 1 and 2. Then I'm going to show you something quickly. So 1 and 2 on ranker. Number 2, Bohemian Rhapsody. And number 1, Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. With nearly 1 million votes, man.
Where's Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers?
It's not on there. So that's ranker, right? Okay, but don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've got another list. Last one.
Where's Stand By Me by Benny King?
Mate. So this is another list, right?
Where's a lot? Let's be honest. Where's a lot?
Okay. So this here is another from Sales. Yeah. No. This isn't. This is not Sales. It's not Sales. This is a different one. Hold on 1 second. So this one here is a website called Legend Note, and Legend Note go through how many listens on Spotify. Sure. Yeah, so we're going to do. So I thought, I'll tell you what, that's the songs what people have picked and clicked, right? This next one is within our technology now, right? Quickly, I know we've only been 55 minutes, so we're on time. We're on time what I want. Number 10, U2, With or Without You, had 902 million plays on Spotify. U2, With or Without You.
Because the lyrics.
And I said,
they weren't even in ranker.
No, exactly. And this, again with Louis Armstrong, is one of the best songs in the world ever.
I agree. I mean, I know U2 are Marmite, aren't they? U2 are Marmite, but when you've got nearly 1 billion listens on Spotify,
it says something, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does.
You don't even have to say anything. The numbers say it all.
Yeah. So the next one, Elton John, Benny and the Jets. Number 9. 995 million downloads off Spotify.
Someone's playing that on repeat.
Someone's left it on the repeat. Absolutely bonkers. Number 8, the Rolling Stones, Paint It Black, 980 million as well.
Yeah. I understand why that's there.
Yeah. Number 7, Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, with 1,870.6 million Spotify plays. That's number 7. Now, it gets interesting, this. This is really cool. I like this list. This is where, to me, it was wicked. Pink Floyd, Money. 1 million, what was it? 1,870.6.
Are you in 1 billion now or 1 million?
It's still 1 million. It'll go to 2 million. So Pink Floyd, Money, number 6. Good song. 2,113.6 million. 2,113. Madonna, Papa Don't Reach. Preach.
Good song.
It's a good song.
It's a great pop song, yeah.
But it's got some variation, which is nice.
It gets fucked, right? This is what people have played. This is fucking played, right? This is no one trying to beat anyone or anything. Number 4, Bohemian Rhapsody, with 2.2 million.
Some mics there, man.
Elvis Presley, Suspicious Minds, 2,405,000. Number 3.
Probably my favourite Elvis song, to be honest.
It's good. It's a good song.
Yeah.
One of the unexpected ones, The Beatles, A Day in the Life, with 3,119,000. Day in the Life.
I can understand why that's loved so much. Yeah. Yeah.
And the highest Spotify one, no one's even mentioned him in any of these lists. All right, no one's mentioned this guy in any of the lists. 2.5 billion downloads. Billie Jean, Michael Jackson.
He's a king of pop, wasn't he? King of pop.
King of fucking pop. King of fucking pop. So that was the Spotify, top Spotify's, right? Now this is the last one we're going through. This is the highest grossing songs. Okay, so I know it's a tiring episode. I do apologise, guys.
I'll keep going.
It's tough. I know this is tough. There's a lot of information coming in. I just want you to bear with me on this because it's going to help you try and understand what defines a song. Okay, this is the top grossing songs of all time in history ever. Number 20, right, with 12 million sales. The YMCA, the Village People. Number 20. Brent's getting stressed.
Every school plays it, so school disco's probably got 10 million there.
This is the highest gross. This is what people have paid, and they've made the most money. And I never got any of this, and I was shocked. Time to Say Goodbye. Andrea Bocelli and Sarah Brightman.
Love it.
12 million sales.
Yeah, I love it. It's on my playlist.
It's a great song. Great song.
Yeah.
I Want to Hold Your Hand, the Beatles, 12 million again.
Yeah.
Number 17. Well, this is going to fuck you up, right? This is where it gets fucked. 12.5 million. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Gene Autry. Right. Okay, I don't know this song, so you might have to help me. 13 million sales. Sukiyaki Kuyu Sakamoto.
Some Japanese,
Sukiyaki.
Chinese.
Yeah, never heard of it. Okay. These are top. This is in the world. I had to do the world, okay, just because we're doing the world's greatest song of all time. Remember, Sweet Mother, Prince Nico Embarga, 30 million. Ever heard of him? No.
Right, but I will listen.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to all
just
these.
To find out. Yeah. Send me the list.
Yeah,
take a photo of it. Send it to me.
Yeah, I will. Number 14. Now this will fucking shock you. Wind of Change, Scorpions, 14 million.
That's a great song.
Get it?
Amazing.
That's a great song.
Number 13, You're the One I Want, John Travolta, no, Olivia Newton-John, by 15 million. Okay. Yeah.
That'll have been on so many compilation albums, though. That's why its sales have gone up.
Yeah, but this is the thing. It's fucking crazy. It gets crazy. Everything I Do, I Do It For You, Bryan Adams, 50 million.
Amazing song. Absolute amazing song.
It's a fucking banger, and I love it. It's a great song. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey, 16 million.
She always comes out of a box about 20th of November.
Yeah.
Put her back in a box on 24th of December.
So the thing is, what this is what stressed me out. Right, is these are the top grossing songs. Yet the songs that we've just looked at and gone through Spotify views, and we've gone through everything. None of these songs are on there, but these are the top grossing. Right.
After you've finished your list, I've got a what you call it. I'm looking for a word. I know why, and I'll explain after you've done your list.
And this is what we're hoping to find out. My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion, 18 million. Yeah. Yes, Sir.
So powerful.
Yeah, it's a good song. In all fairness, Yes, Sir, I Can Boogie, Baccara, 18 million off the Full Monty.
Oh yes, sir, I can boogie.
It's been on so many adverts as well. We seem to forget this.
Yeah. If I Don't Care, the Ink Spots, 19 million.
They're a 60s band. They're an old band.
Old band.
Yeah.
I love this song. I love it. We Are the World, USA for Africa, 20 million. We are the world.
Show me your money. Show me your money.
Number 6, 20 million. Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You.
Yeah, I can understand it. There's yeah.
It's Now or Never, Elvis Presley, 22 million.
Was it in any top list?
No.
That one?
Nope.
So it's nuts.
It's fucking. This is weird. This is what I fucking messed with my head. Rock Around the Clock, Bill Haley and his Comets, 25 million sales.
Around the clock tonight, we're gonna rock Saturday night.
Yeah, and the next we're on the top 3. Right, this one's the fucking shocker. I might tell you number 3. next, like last. I'm going to tell you number 3. Nah, fuck it, I'll tell you 3. Mungo Jerry in the summertime, 30 million.
Really?
Number 3 top grossing song of all time. Mungo Jerry in the
I don't know what to say.
You go fishing in the sea. Candle in the Wind, 1997 version. Elton John sold 33 million. 33. We know why, because of now world's top grossing songs of all time. Number 1 was never on any of these lists. Was never mentioned at all. White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
50 million is the highest top grossing song of all fucking time.
Yeah, that list is. Yeah, go on, Sam. I'll go have to make one. Go for it.
A lot of that list was to do with Christmas. You're not going to put them on them lists anyway, are they? It's something that comes out and it's always going to be there. They're always going to play them at the certain points.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You've got a couple of Christmas songs in there. The other one is like the Bryan Adams, the Celine Dion, the Whitney Houston. They were in big films. Obviously, Whitney with Bodyguard, Celine Dion, Titanic.
Yeah.
Bryan Adams, the Robin Hood film. But I think when you look at good bands, so you look at the Beatles, look at Rolling Stones, going back to them lists previous, everybody buys albums. They don't buy singles.
Well,
could be wrong.
I have one more list, Brandon. If you're prepared.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I have one more.
Top 10 albums.
No, so this now. Okay, so I knew you was going to say it. I knew you or Robbo was going to say it, and I was like, right, because this is what I did with Jamie, and this is what the fucking point of this was, trying to find his top fucking song in the world. Was, well, is it the amount of albums it sold, or is it because it was Christmas, or was it because of this? And it's like, well, what else can we fucking find out? So I've found the top 25. This is just artists who have sold the most units. Now, this there's no more lists. There's nothing else that can define a top song. This is it. This is like the top units. Okay, you've got to do it quick because we've got 10 more minutes. I've planned it for 10 more minutes. Well, no, we've got 13 more minutes. 25, Neil Diamond, 49.5 million units sold. Okay. U2, 52 million units sold. Celine Dion, 53 million units sold. Fleetwood Mac was never mentioned on those fucking lists.
Oh, yeah, that's a big point.
Not one, and they sold 54.5 million units.
I didn't even think about Fleetwood Mac.
Fucking bonkers.
They weren't even there.
Fucking
but
bonkers.
now thinking about it, they should be.
Yeah, and this list now, you guys are going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy this now. Van Halen, 56.5 million units. Did you believe that? I fucking didn't know they were that big. I did not know.
No.
Whitney Houston. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't think they were that big. Whitney Houston, 60 million. Eminem, 61.5. Metallica, 63 million units. Madonna, 60. Yeah, it's fucking good, 63. Madonna, 64.5. So Metallica just behind. That's how big Metallica are. Again, something I never knew at all. The Rolling Stones, 66.5. Barbra Streisand, Barbra fucking Streisand, 68.5. Right, George.
I understand that.
Yeah, George Strait, 69 million units. George fucking Strait.
Who's that?
George Strait. He is like an old like American Texas country western. He's famous. He's like a massive. He's like the girly version of the Boss. Aerosmith. Right? When we said Aerosmith weren't that big. They've only had one song. 69.5 million units sold.
Wow.
Fucking bonkers, right? The Boss, 71 million. Well done, Bruce. Fucking love the Boss. Fucking love him. Mariah Carey's up there with 72 million units.
Oh.
So yeah, this is the fucking bonkers one. Pink Floyd, 75 million units.
Massive, mate.
I did not know he was that big.
Yeah, they're huge. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we're nearly at the end of the list. We're nearly done. AC/DC, 75 million.
Deserved biggest band of Australia of all time.
Again, I didn't know they were that big. I knew they were big, but not this big. Elton John, 79 million.
Yeah, he's got some dollar.
Yeah. Billy Joel was never mentioned in any of those lists. Fucking Billy Joel, 86 million units sold, and he wasn't mentioned. Michael Jackson, 89 million units. Again, this is fucking changed my fucking life. 112.5 million units sold was Led Zeppelin, number 5.
It's a big jump from Michael to that. Massive
Led Zeppelin outsold Michael Jackson. I never in my life would have known that, ever. And this is even worse. Eagles.
Massive.
120 million. Did you ever? I never knew. Never. I never knew. It's blown my mind. Completely blown my
mind. Yeah.
And again, Eagles are right next to Elvis Presley with 146.5.
Wow.
And then number 2, Garth Brooks, 157. Again, not mentioned on that list. Garth Brooks was never mentioned on that list. 157 million units. And obviously the greatest of all time, the Beatles, with 183 million units. So now, right, when I looked at those lists, I think, oh, people just licking the Beatles' arse. If they've sold that many songs and units, then obviously they're going to have these songs up there. Even if us just as measly 3 out of the 183 million are saying that the Beatles aren't, all my opinions with John Lennon and whatnot. Obviously, 183 million people. Well, we could say 180 because we're the 3.
They were. Yeah, but they were huge, weren't they? They were fucking huge, mate. I think you said in episode 1 or 2, maybe, that they were just a glorified boy band back in the day, manufactured boy band, but 183 million units sold.
Shut me right up.
They must be doing some. I mean, fucking.
You know what I'd like to see? Where you won't be able to get it, but the country's sold. So where were the biggest? Because I don't even think it'll be Britain. I think there'll be some niche country that absolutely that's all they know.
Yeah.
America.
No, they didn't do too much.
Not America. I'm
America,
thinking something really stupid.
The Beatles didn't break America till late, probably 70s, maybe. I don't know. I don't know when the Beatles broke America, but it wasn't.
It'd be interesting to see where they sold these units. That's all I'm saying. Very interesting.
Yeah, but there isn't
Latvia.
There isn't 183 million people in the UK, is there? So it is weird to look at. It's maybe something that Liam can research and touch on the next time we revisit this.
Mate, these are the lists that I could find that are the best. I've gone through lists after I've spent a fucking long time going through list after list after list, and these are the ones that could help me kind of understand how it's works. But what do you guys think?
You got to remember.
Seriously, think about it.
UK population the last year was something like 68 million people. So for Beatles to do 183 million.
Yeah.
They've done something big somewhere, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I've learned a lesson. Like metal.
Yeah.
Like I never ever in my life thought that AC/DC. I knew they were big, and I knew Metallica were big, but I never thought in my lifetime that Led Zeppelin and Eagles were that big, ever.
Eagles got me.
Yeah, Eagles definitely got me.
I only know Hotel California.
Yeah.
But then again, I've never delved into them, so
it's something to do, boys, isn't it?
It's one of them bands that have not shown any interest in, and I'm looking forward to part 2. I'm looking forward. We're not going to go genres. We're just going to pick what we think are the top songs in the world, from our opinion. We're not going. I assume we're not going to go genres.
Yeah. So at one point, we're going to do the next episode. Will be what are your top 50 songs of all time, and I need you've got to remember, this is your own opinion on what you think, not what people think, what anything. Just by yourself, what is your top 50? It's a lot to research. Yeah. We've got a long time to research it. Have a think, and then we're going to compare our top 50 lists, and then we're going to see what are these bands that are in there, like Eagles and Metallica and AC/DC, Led Zeppelin. I can tell you now,
Nah, struggle.
Not many for me.
One or
And
two
then-
for me, but it's not going to be massive. I'm
and
going to
then
open up
when
a complete can of worms with my list, though. Promise you.
Mate, that's your choice. That's your opinion. This is what Liam just
And
said.
this is what I want is the opinion of us all three, because it's three different people with three different opinions on everything when it comes to music, and we're not different, but we need to figure out how. I mean, I get the Beatles why they would, because the fucking they've got, but like you saw how many songs was on those lists. You saw that,
Yeah.
And like Brent said, he had a good point about the lyrics and saying it touched people in other ways, and then Robbo had like a good point as well that maybe they manufactured into a country that just fucking had the Beatles, like Japan. Like punk is massive in Japan, and like all the punk bands that are in the country, they sell a lot in Japan. They sell fucking loads, but not in anywhere else. So did the Beatles do that? Are they big in Japan? We don't know.
Yeah, I think they were, weren't they? But this is before we go. Great episode, by the way. Can't wait to revisit this a few times. It's one of my favourite subjects. I could talk, like you said, Liam earlier, talk about this shit all day.
We could talk about this.
Yeah,
all day.
definitely. Could keep going and going
I've
and going.
got
You could.
Before we do disappear, I've got a question that unfortunately, Sam, is specific to Liam. I've been asked to ask Liam. It's got nothing. It's nothing. Apparently, we don't know. We don't know shit. Apparently.
It's fine.
Anyway,
I'm happy to know shit.
the question was from a Jonathan on Facebook. Question for Liam. NoFX frontman Fat Mike, is that right? Fat Mike has recently defended bands like Blink 182 and Green Day, saying they haven't gone commercial. They have just gone with the times and with what fans want to listen to.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, and do you believe other bands have gone commercial? So your thoughts on that.
Robbo would know a lot about this as well, actually. So it's a good question for Robbo to answer after as well. But yeah, Fat Mike did defend them, and I'm not going to bow down to the Fat Mike, even though I think Fat Mike is a fucking legend and everything he's ever done. And he, in a way, he is right of what he's saying. No Effects won't sell many albums these days. There's a lot of punk bands out there that aren't selling albums. The only punk band at the minute on Fat Records that's selling loads is High Standard, again a Japanese band who are fucking one of the biggest bands in Japan, and they're selling and they're punk and they're on Fat Records. Bands like Flogging Molly are selling quite a bit still, and Dropkick Murphys, because of the Irish punk that's coming out, that's becoming a big thing. But yeah, no, Green Day have always sounded like the way they've sounded. The same with Blink 182. Blink 182 are a pop punk band, and Green Day are a pop punk band. They were already commercialized by when they started creating those songs, because it's not that they're commercialized, it's the fact that they've just hit the masses better than a lot of people would. I mean, like you said, Brent, you all three of us could listen to Blink 182, but you can't listen to No Effects. It's completely different. It's completely different punk. So they're just in a separate genre. I don't think they've commercialized themselves at all. I think they've but people will say that they're not punk anymore. They to me, they've never been punk. They're just pop punk.
Yeah, that's a good point. So they're not even in the same genre as such as
Not even close.
No Effects. Then
no,
not even close. What you got to remember is people like Blink 182 and Green Day sing about what's relevant. The reason they've changed is what's relevant has changed. So they've had to change what they sing about, how they produce the music. They sing about what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So why
changed? That's it.
So I mean, obviously, I don't know much. I had a little look, obviously, after the question was sent in. But why is Fat Mike getting asked then? Because he should know that Blink 182 and Green Day shouldn't be in the same sentence as like No Effects.
Because back in the day, Green Day and Blink 182 were in the same genre with No Effects. Because if you listen to Cheshire Cat or Buddha, and then you listen to 1039 Smooth That Slappy Hours, you would listen to them, these sound like No Effects. They're like fast. It's fast drums. It's punk. It's political, and it's but Blink were never political. Blink talk about shagging dogs and your sisters and fucking putting peanut butter on your dick and letting your dog lick it off. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what Blink 182 have always done. But back in the day, they did sound like that, and all Green Day, they were all in that genre. There was in that skate punk, pop punk, post punk, fucking punk rock, ska punk, whatever. There was all in that genre, like Offspring. You're missing bands like the Offspring, but again, the Offspring, that's a commercial band that sold out. I mean, why can't you get a job or fucking what was that stupid white guy song? Do you know what I mean? That,
pretty fly for a white guy.
that didn't sound like Offspring. That didn't sound like Offspring compared to their other albums.
Because it took them so long to make it. That's what it was. Nobody knew them before that, and then suddenly they're singing like the 20-year-old, and they were 40-year-old men.
Yeah.
That was the problem. They made it big when they were too old to sing about what they were singing about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The thing is as well, you got to look at what Fat Mike's been through. Fat Mike was there right at the beginning, man. He was the guy playing in tents. He was like handing flyers out. They had no internet or anything. He was handing flyers out and leaving them in shops, and they was living on a camper van, and 5 sweaty, dirty blokes living on camper vans, driving to gigs, playing for 20 people in a fucking field with, just fucking. They were right there at the beginning. Now you go to fucking NoFX and Rancid, they're playing gigs like 70, 80,000 people, and they will sell out straight away. So Fat Mike knows his shit. And no one can actually turn around and say Fat Mike doesn't, because he's been there from the beginning. He created Fat Records. He created everything. If he says that they're not commercial, then they're not commercial. But I will turn around and say that they've always been commercial.
Yeah, so they've never been at that side of that genre anyway.
No.
As such, that's what. Yeah, so I get it, and good answers, lads. Well done, Liam. Fantastic episode, mate. Great research as well,
deep,
brother.
It's a fucking rabbit hole. I've opened Pandora's box. It was a long.
You've given me sleepless nights, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, honestly, when you get in bed now, just go onto your phone, look at the top songs. Every single fucking list is different, and every single. So again, I've done through the money, how much they've sold, how many units they've sold, the people's votes. Obviously, we've had to do a magazine, the Rolling Stone. So we've covered 4, and we've covered Ledger Note as well. So that's 5 lists that we've covered. Yeah,
mental.
It's
mental.
It's a difficult decision. Who and what defines the world's greatest song? The only one song out of all of them was Louis Armstrong. "It's a Wonderful World." Was the only song that I can sit out of all of them that I can. If someone says define a song of what humanity is and what is beautiful in this world, that's the only song. I mean, what was it? You guys, one of that. Just pick one song out of that entire list. And you can't pick Louis Armstrong.
Can I pick one? Can I pick one that wasn't in the list?
Yeah.
"Love Will Tear Us Apart" by Joy Division.
Oh, good choice.
Was it even mentioned in any list?
Sam, one song off the top of your head, quick time.
You don't need to be quick.
Over the rainbow, mate.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're looking for something. You're looking for a world. If you're going on the way of looking at the world, it's a lot more beautiful than what us as a race have done to it.
Yeah. But then I could jump into it. I mean, if off the list, if I was going to pick one, would be The Cure, "Just Like Heaven." You've got fucking so many songs out there that can define a person's thinking, or it's
so hard, isn't it?
It's the hardest subject.
It's so hard.
And like we're still talking now. We're still talking.
It's defying it. It's so hard to defy it, and we'll get there. I mean, it's not going to happen on part 2, 3, 4. It might be part 8, part 9. You don't know yet.
We could try.
My opinion's always going to be different to your opinion. It's going to be different to your opinion. It don't mean I'm wrong. It don't mean you're wrong. It's how we see the world.
Yeah. And then how do we judge a song? Do you judge it from the music? Do you judge it from the singer's voice? Do you judge it from the genre? Do you judge it from what, like you were saying, Robert? Like, is it religious beliefs, or is it? Do you judge it by what they did? Like the Sex Pistols. I mean, the Sex Pistols.
That's what made NoFX so much different to Blink and Green Day. They were he were very religious. He were all for Jewish heritage. That's what he was.
Yeah. So
he was a political, religious punk band. That's what they was. Where Blink-182 and Green Day was just singing about shit. Really,
I won't put Blink and NoFX in the same category.
not even close.
No.
So that
No.
not even genre. They're not even the
far
worlds apart.
apart,
They're definitely worlds apart.
I agree. Far apart.
I think that's what the listener was getting at. I think he was saying that, you know, he might have defended them, but I think the listener was probably getting at what you two were saying, that they're not in the same category. It's just a bit weird how.
No,
That was one of the that's the best
yeah.
question we've had on the show from Jonathan.
It's a good one.
It's a fucking brilliant question, and it's a good way of putting it, because again, what is relevant these days?
Yeah, exactly.
What do people think?
Exactly.
There's no one out
What's
there.
relevant today is different tomorrow.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
changes so fast.
Exactly. But yeah, that was an interesting episode, boys. And I'm sorry to open up that fucking Pandora's box. And I hope people that are listened, like, fucking sat down and thinking about, as deep as we are, about what is the song. I mean, I tell you one fucking thing, right? One more thing. I swear, it's the last thing. Bill and Ted, right? Again, this is how I'm looking at it, right? Bill and Ted, they travel time, they go through that tunnel. It's stupid to use Bill and Ted as a fucking example, but they go in that tunnel and they come out and then they land in this place, and they land in a futuristic place, and you've got the three guys sat there, and then they start going with the guitars, and they move their hands, and they're playing the guitar, and they say, "Oh, that music is fucking beautiful. What is it?" And it's like, "It's you. You know, your music changed the world and the way it thinks." Now, why? I mean, how do you get to that point? That's what I'm thinking. How do you get to that Bill and Ted point where you changed history, and every single person would like that song? And how are we? How are us three going to do it? How are we?
This is where this religious thing comes in, and I always said it in a way of working it with movies, right? And books, for example, they go on about the Bible, the Quran, or whatever. What about if the race ended now, right? And then suddenly we're reborn in another million years, and someone dug up Harry Potter #1, whatever it's called, Philosopher's Stone. Would they believe that we were all wizards? This, you know what I mean? They lifted it up and going, "This is what we believe in. We're all wizards. We just need to find this magic again." And that's the same with music. If someone suddenly digs up this one album and it were the Beatles, this is what we all believe in, because this is it.
Yeah.
This is all we've got.
But the thing is, you could say that
It's
about the
big.
Beatles.
It's big.
But if Oasis reunited, imagine that impact of those getting back together. What the world? It wouldn't just be England this time. The entire world would be fucking watching for that. Imagine that impact, and then
because it's become relevant because everyone's watched it end, and they'll be wanting to see it come back together.
As much as I want it, and I'd love it, I think it would be disappointing. I just don't think
that hype's too high.
They're not.
Hype's too high.
Yeah. I don't know. It's that's another episode. That is.
Well, they said that about the Spice Girls, and their gig was fucking banging, apparently. And Take That. Look at the Bring Back would Take That.
Yeah. I'm Boyzone.
Exactly. And S Club 7.
And Backstreet Boys.
S Club 6.
Yeah, exactly. So that, you know, bands have got back together and made it fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And but again, would Oasis have that impact if John Lennon was alive and and George Harrison and they got back together? What impact would they have again? Would they have that same impact that they had in the 50s? No, sorry, the 60s. And did they?
Question.
What if you could turn around now and go, like, let's bring Louis Armstrong back just for fucking one day and let him play that song to some aliens and say, look, this is what we want to offer you. Would that be right now? Would that be the song? Even though it is one of the greatest songs ever, and to me that was the best song on the list. Would that be
enough?
But would that be relevant now? And again, what Jonathan's just done is open up a fucking another box. Because now
Here's Jonathan.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking, well, actually, is It's a Wonderful Life relevant now?
No, I just know I'm going to sit down and I'm going to start compiling my 50 songs, and
of all
I know
time.
I know I've got a lot of time to make changes, bump songs up, remove songs, add songs, bump songs down.
But this is every single song. This is every genre. This is every single song that you can fucking think of. Like, I'm going to go into, Beethoven was on that list. But why the fuck wasn't Mozart? Why the fuck wasn't fucking Ludovica? Why, you know,
Yeah.
why isn't Hans Zimmer on there? Hans Zimmer was one of the
Back.
greatest composers of our time. Do you know what I mean? Like, why aren't these people on there? And but who am I to say that they should be on there? And who are these
Look
people?
forward to it.
Oh God, it's horrible. It's a horrible thing that I've had to deal with, and I've already compiled half my list already. And I can tell you now, I've taken off a good 30, and then put some on, and then taken off a good 30 and put them on, and then think,
How can I condense 36 years of my life into 50 songs? That's the question.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and it's not for the people.
It's massive.
Because what we're doing in the next episode is for us. Remember that, you know, we've got a few weeks to play with it, but this defines us, right? And then we're going to work together and put hours together, knock some off, take some off, knock some off, take some off, and then that's our list. And then we'll show it to people and say, what do you think? We think these are the greatest songs, and then let's see what people say about them.
Yeah, man.
Happy days.
Fuck me. But anyway, that's the end of the episode. That's the longest episode we've ever done. And I think it's going to get a lot longer. But thanks for everybody who's listened. Again, like and subscribe. If you do subscribe, you get an extra episode, and all of our bonus episodes, you'll be able to have them. Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, blah, 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 blah. Check us out. Again, check out the lads of the Past Crusade if you want to have a bit of a laugh. And check us out. We're going to start streaming as well, coming up soon. So, yeah, if you want to check out some streams or whatever. Yeah. Brand, do you want to say?
I just thank you two boys for a good episode. Fantastic episode, to be fair. Just thank everyone that's followed, that's subscribed. Peace out. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Robbo?
What can you say that can top what you've done today? I mean,
Fucking
amazing episode.
It's fucking...
We've got a lot going off, boys. As you can see, we are trying.
Yeah.
To everyone that's listening, thank you for being here. And if this ain't wet your whistle to know where we're going to go with this, I don't know what's gonna. We really are pushing a lot into this, a lot of our own time. I mean, Liam's working through the night, Bren's working through the night. I'm not doing as much as these two boys are, but I will be. Thank you very much, lads, for all the efforts you're putting in, and let's do what needs to be done. Let's put the will to rights. That's what it's about now.
Exactly. And again, I know people don't like some of the definitive albums. They're going to be bonus episodes, hopefully. We might be still doing them. We're not sure yet. But we hope that you're enjoying the chats that we do. I know Brendan was a bit worried that we were not going to be able to talk too much about music and whatnot. But obviously, you can see, Bren, we can fucking sit all day and talk about music.
Right.
Yeah, and we can. And, you know, and we also want to thank everybody who's joining us on this journey. I mean, from starting off just talking about albums and our favourite songs to, we're discussing how do we define the greatest song in the world, and we can do this with any band, music, fucking anything we want to. So we are gonna do all sorts and just do a lot more talking about music, and yeah, moving forward, we hopefully it's gonna be something and Robbo's not gonna die. That was like Looney Tunes.
Mate, my head's just gonna go. I've got so much information in here that needs to come out, but we've got to save it for another time.
It is, we do. But on that note, check us out on YouTube, check out the live videos, and see you all soon. Brand Laders and
Supporting.
Let's have some more questions, because there've been some really good ones lately. Let's have a few more. And on that note, take care, comb your hair, now fuck off.
fuck off.